James Jenneman here on this kind of special edition of Minnesota Liberty. I have with me the wonderful Heather Jelinek. Heather, hello.
Morning.
We weren't able to get with you on Wednesday night for the recording of the kind of main podcast, so we're just gonna do a real quick informal chat about the convention coming up. So first of all, it is coming up like a week from today. We're recording this on Saturday, April 8th. Heather, are you excited? Is there anything that's keeping you up at night?
The excitement definitely is keeping me up. We've got a fantastic program this year, and actually this year events are starting on Friday night with a pre-convention bash. We're going to have some entertainment on Friday night starting at 7:30. That's open to everybody that has a ticket. And then we go all through Saturday and into Sunday. So nice. We've got some new things going on this year that's going to make it a lot of fun. I've got a fantastic team behind me that's really helped me pull off a great convention this year.
Awesome. If people have just the normal general admission, is it too late for them to upgrade to VIP, or can they still do that if they wanted to come hang out on Friday night?
Friday night, that ticket, your general ticket, will get you into the entertainment. VIP cool. Gets a private dinner on Friday night. If you do want to upgrade, no, it is not too late. We do have a few tickets left. So the special things about VIP is a private dinner Friday night, and then you get to sit at the table with one of our speakers that we'll be having throughout the weekend.
Cool. That'll be a lot of fun. I'm going to be at the VIP dinner. I'm a little bit nervous about the dance party, just because I'm not a dancer. What's going on there? I hear there's going to be a live band, so there might not even be I might not even have to cut the rug if I want to enjoy the music, right?
Exactly. So this is meant to be a social hour. And so you don't have to dance if you don't want to. You're highly encouraged because it's us. We ain't gonna care if you're great at cutting the rug or not. But it is meant to be social. So if you want to sit and just listen to the music and chat and just connect with the people that you don't get to see except for at the convention, that is completely allowed.
That's awesome. Yeah, so you mentioned just now people you don't get to see except for at the convention, and that's true. We don't have a whole lot of social events. Hopefully that'll be changing in the next year or so. I've got a couple of things up my sleeve.
And actually I do as well. I was really? Just a couple months ago, I was asked to be the event director for the party. So I've got plans for a twice a year legacy member event. We were going to try and get that on Thursday before convention, but since winter was mean, that didn't happen. We were going to do a river cruise or a lake cruise, and the lakes are still too iced over, so all the cruises are being pushed back until the start of May because of all the ice.
That'll be fun anyway, though.
Yeah, so we're probably just going to do the same thing, just push it back a couple months. So I want to do that twice a year. We're going to be planning a volunteer and donor appreciation event. So there are going to be more events for people to get together and, know how much they mean to the party. Mm-hmm. Because without them, I couldn't pull off what I do for convention.
Yeah. Yeah. So speaking of what you pull off for convention, so is this your second year as the chair of the convention committee?
It's my second year as the chair, third year as part of the committee.
Okay. So what does that process look like? How does a convention get planned? When do you start? And what's just kind of the process? I'm just kind of a process nut. So
of course.
Given that I've taken over the show for this sort of mini episode, I'm going to make it about me and my interests.
There's nothing wrong with that. So what happened was for the 2022 convention, I had offered to be on the committee, and the chair at the time, Chris Holbrook, said, "Congratulations, you're the chair of the committee." So that's just basically how it happened. I was voluntold I was the chair.
That is very, very much a Holbrook thing to do. Good.
And I really didn't mind. Lana and Chris and AJ were really helpful for me to learn what I was doing. And then I transferred that over to this year. Like I said, I've got a fantastic team behind me that they have so much knowledge that we've been able to get great speakers. We have the national chair, Angela McArdle, coming. We have Cassaundra Fryman, who is part of the Ohio Libertarian Party, but she also does a nonprofit that helps to privatize a lot of government things, and it's been working really well. So I'm really interested to hear how that's going, and maybe we can create something like that in Minnesota, and stop relying on government to answer all the questions. And then we also have Maj Toure coming as well, the Black gun rights advocate, which is also important.
Yeah, Maj is great, and I've never heard from Cassaundra Fryman, but just reading about her, she sounds awesome, and she's also an elected mayor, right?
Yes,
that's really cool.
I think she's still in office. I think this might be her second term. I think.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So the speakers sound pretty like varied in what they're going to be focusing on. I mean, we've got a national party representative, we've got an activist, we've got also an elected and also activist in Cassaundra. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So last year was the first year that it was 2 days. This year it's going to be an evening and 2 days. That's got to cost the party quite a bit. Is the convention paying for itself, or is someone
actually yes? Last year, we actually didn't lose money. We made money on the convention last year. And we are set to make money off of this convention because of everything that we have started offering between the VIP tickets. We also offer sponsorship packages starting at $200. So you get special things out of that depending on what level. And we do have 4 levels. The bronze is the 200, and that you can do in memory of someone. And that's put in our packet that will be on the table. So everybody will know that there was a sponsorship in memory of a loved one. And then gold is 500. And then we have silver is 500. Gold is 1,000. And then we do have a platinum at 2,500. And so we've gotten a couple sponsorships that way. It's been great. And we've had so many donations come in that we're actually going to have a live auction during our entertainment on Saturday night. And starting on Friday night, going into Sunday morning, we have a silent auction that's got about 15 options on there as well.
I've got a couple more auction items coming in today, actually, that I'll bring to you probably just on Friday, apropos of the conversation we're having. Okay, awesome. Is the turnout expected to be as big this year as it was last year, or is that, I don't know if you're able to divulge that?
No, it's not quite as big, but we are over 50%, which is awesome for an off year.
Mm-hmm.
Usually in an off year, you only get about 50% of your even years. Last year we had 135 tickets sold, and we're already at 90 tickets sold for this convention.
I didn't realize that the disparity in size of attendance was so big in election years versus non-election years. That's really good then. That's a great turnout. Cool. All right. Well, is there anything else that you would like to just kind of talk about before we close out?
Well, you were asking about, kind of the process behind how we do the convention. Since I started as the chair, I've basically started in May planning because it gives time. Unfortunately, this year we did have a couple little struggles with our speakers. Originally, we were supposed to have Spike Cohen, but he had a family event that was planned without his knowledge that he's expected to be at. So that's how we got Maj, but we had the time. because we didn't wait till the last minute. And that's also how I can budget things so much better, is it gives me time to look around and find out what are the best options. I do a lot myself. The awards I've made myself, the awards that we'll be handing out, the centerpieces are handmade. And that saves the party a lot of money because I can shop individually. And then we have wonderful Anita with Seven Corners Printing. She does our big Libertarian Award, and they've got fantastic pricing too. So it's really, when you're planning an event, the more time you have, the better the event, because you can think about different things and you can have backups if there's issues. And like I said, having a fantastic team behind me, that makes all the difference. In 21 and 22, the convention team was a grand total of 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
My team is double that, not even counting myself.
Oh, wow.
So I'm very grateful to everybody that has stepped up and really helped me out to make this convention as great as what it's going to be for everybody.
Cool. Well, I know I'm really looking forward to it. The live band on one night and then karaoke on the next night, which I hear Jason Cleats is going to be running the karaoke this year, which is kind of cool. He's a good friend of mine. So, and actually one of the hosts of this very podcast. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully it goes off without a hitch. I know that we're going to have like a real parliamentarian this year.
Yes.
We're going to have, there's plenty of volunteers, it looks like, although there are a few open slots. That's another thing that we should probably plug. If you're on the LPMN mailing list, you will have gotten an email asking for your help. There's room for setup on Saturday morning. Looks like there's mic running that's needed, that kind of thing. Pretty.
And the auction committee, I think, is the other one that's missing. So with the auction committee, that's for the live auction on Saturday night. You're going to be helping to show off our great products, whether it be the bulletproof vest that was donated to us. We have a campaign banner from the Ron Paul campaign in 2012. So it could be that. You'll be directing people to Joey or AJ for paying, helping make sure that items get to the right person. So that and mic runner are the big ones that we need, because with all the discussions that we like to have as libertarians, mic running is very important.
Yeah. Okay, great. So I think that's going to be at Sign Up Genius or something like that.
Yes, it doesn't. Genius, and if people can't find the link, they can reach out to me directly, and I can forward a copy of the link to them.
Okay, great. Yeah, and the link, I think we posted it in the Discord, and if it's not in the Facebook group, I'm going to throw it there as well, because it is important that we get the thing fully staffed up so that we don't have one person trying to run around with 3 mics or whatever.
Exactly.
Okay, great. Well, thanks so much, Heather. Thank you for everything that you've done. Thanks for joining me this morning. I know that you've got family stuff to do all day, so
it is Easter weekend.
It is indeed. So happy Easter for those who celebrate, and we will see you next week at the convention. Don't forget, if you haven't registered already, go to lpmn.org. The link is right there on the front page. Thanks,
It'll
Heather.
save you money.